Hey, good morning, people. It's technically... Is it Saturday morning? Technically Sunday morning. Oh my God, the day has gone by so fast. Technically Sunday morning, December the 2nd, 2018. I just spent the evening with some friends at the Bulldog Pub on Ulica Święta. That means St. John Street in the old town of Krakow. And I gotta say, I am probably not the best politically correct conversationalist. I mean, we know that, right? We know that. And tonight I met a bunch of people from Norway. Hvordan har du det, by the way? Hvordan har du det? Oh, yeah, let's keep it cool. Hvordan har du det? Okay? That means how are you? In Norwegian. From our Norwegian peeps out there. Now, they were very different, various ages, from like middle age to probably 24. One girl was 24, and they were the of the attractive variety. Because you know, there's two kinds of Norwegians. You have the beautiful Nordic Norwegians, and you have the, and no offense, people, no offense, but let's just be honest. I mean, there's good and bad in every country. I mean, in every country, there's beautiful and there's not beautiful. So, anyways, these were the beautiful types. Okay. I mean, they weren't, you know, fashion models or like runway models or, you know, movie star types. Although, you know, some of them certainly could have been could play character actors, right? And I think they were, you know, let's call it educational, in the educational field. But just as a heads up, a pro tip, you know, if you ever meet me in person and we talk, I don't lie, okay? I don't lie. So if you ask me a question, I'm gonna tell you the truth. All right, I'm not ashamed of anything that I've done in the past. I'm not afraid of anything that I've done. Now, some of the stuff I did, I regret. That's a different story. Regret versus shame. I'm not ashamed of what I did. It happened. And, you know, it should happen, okay? Maybe not the way I wanted it to happen, but things happened, okay? So regarding my personal life, my personal experience, different things like that. But most of the things that I've done has been not stand-up comedy, but I mean as a stand-up person, okay? As a moral person, trying to be a moral person, even if it meant losing friends, even if it meant losing jobs, even if it meant, I mean, changing relationships, really. Because I have certain values, and, you know, for instance, the honor code: shall not lie, cheat, steal, nor tolerate those that do. I mean, that's the code that I generally live by. I don't lie, cheat, steal, and I don't tolerate people that do. I just don't. And if that's a problem for you, we can't hang out. All right? Now, so here's the thing. So what happened tonight is very interesting. It's very dynamic situation at this place, at the Bulldog Pub, which is kind of like an English themed pub. Now, there was the, you know, stereotypical English guy there, British, I don't know, let's call him British. I don't know if he's English, Scottish, Welsh. I don't care. He said he was from England. He was drunk and he was just a dork. There was I don't even know if he was an American or not. This dude was stoned out of he was insane. And we had words just briefly, and I just left. I just ignored him and moved on, because he was talking about, you know, claiming that some guy was selling marijuana in the bar, and the guy that he was pointing to was just some dork, definitely not selling shit. So I heard him talking, and I made the comment, dude, he's got glaucoma. It's for his glaucoma. And he just looked right at me and said, shut the F up. And I was like, okay, this dude's whacked out. This dude's whacked out. And later on, I was told that he was in a 12-step program. He got some serious issue. I don't know where he's from exactly. He could have been American, I don't know. But anyhow, I digress. The point is, what I want to say is, when you are so confident, it's good and it's bad. I'm a confident motherfucker, okay? I can do anything that I've set my mind to, and I've done pretty much everything that I've wanted to do. And I'm doing what I want to do right now. And that is just talk to you. Confidence, it comes from doing shit. It comes from working your ass off. It's not like people who have low self-esteem. Why do you have low self-esteem? What if you accomplished? What have you done? What have you tried to do? It's one thing to try and fail. It's another thing to never try. So I've tried a lot of things, and I've been pretty successful in most things. Not everything, but that's normal. That's life, right? You can't expect to be successful in everything. But the point is that if you are successful in some things and then you fail at other things, you realize, look, just get back up on the horse and keep going, right? You got to keep trying. Now, I'm going to come into a section here where there's no lights. It's going to be dark, and I apologize for that. I don't know if I can turn on this light. It's going to be in my face. I may not be able to see the road. But I'm kind of squatted over the steering wheel like an old lady so that you can see me on this video. But getting back to the story at the Bulldog Pub. And my wife is going to see this video, so there's nothing to hide. There's nothing to be ashamed of. There was a girl there. She was Norwegian. She was very attractive. Body was a little bit out of shape, but, it was in the Holy Joe rock and roll range. She was cute. She was attractive. She had a little bit of a horse face, but okay, whatever. Whatever. And I could see that her friends were looking at me, looking at her, and basically giving her the signal, hey, this guy's cool. Hey, hook up with this guy, right? So we got to talking. It's really hard to hear, obviously live music. I want to just come and listen to the music, have a few drinks, and bust out. But this girl started talking with me. We started talking. And I just tell her, I tell her the truth, what's going on, what I'm doing, and, how many kids I have. And that's, I'm not going to lie about my kids. Why, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to do anything. So I'm just going to tell the story the way it is. It's a lot easier to tell the story, be truthful about your story, than to make shit up and then have to, ruin a relationship. I want my relationships to be based on the truth, based on fact. I don't have to lie about anything. I don't give a fuck. Okay? I am what I am, as Popeye says. Oh, I think I am wearing a Popeye shirt, by the way, under my jacket and my sweater. It's cold out here. It's 0 degrees right now, 0 Celsius. So it turns out that this girl got pregnant when she was 17, has a 7-year-old kid, so that makes her 24. And she's in the educational field, so either she's a teacher or an assistant, but pretty nice chick. Pretty nice, looking and pretty nice, whatever. And I just told her my details, and she basically told her friends in Norwegian, and then she moved. She moved to the other side of the table, which is fine. You know what I'm saying? Fine with me. You know what I mean? I don't think she has a husband, which is kind of weird, but whatever. Now, the funny thing is, or the interesting thing is, that her friend, who was actually, pretty face, but a rather larger, let's call her extra thick. She's fat. Okay, she's fat. But she had a pretty face, and she was nice. She was, nice to talk to. She had heard my stories from her friend in Norwegian, but she spoke English, and we started chatting. And I could tell, she maybe she has, I don't know, maybe nothing to lose, or low self-esteem, or I'm not trying to judge her. It is what it is. But she was definitely coming on to me. And I'm like, listen, I am not fucking a fat chick. That I can tell you. I am definitely not fucking a fat chick. I'm sorry. Okay, been there, done that. And it's not my thing. Some people like fat, thick. There's tall, there's small, there's short, there's fat. I just prefer thin and and tall, or tallish and thinnish. That's just what I prefer, okay? It's not saying that I don't like spaghetti and I only eat steak. I can eat spaghetti. I love spaghetti, actually. But I love steak too. But I can't eat steak every day. You know what I'm saying? I can't eat, but given the choice, I'm going to have that steak. Okay? I'm just saying. I'm not talking about spaghetti and meatballs. I'm not talking about lasagna. I'm talking about just spaghetti, okay? Imagine just plain spaghetti. No butter, no cream, no salt and pepper. Just spaghetti. All right? Just noodles versus steak. Let's put it that way, okay? I could eat noodles. I mean, but come on, right? So long story short, I didn't mean to be rude, but it's getting late and I gotta get home. I mean, I got people to take care of tomorrow. Probably making some pancakes, some badass American pancakes. So I busted out, and I said goodbye to the people that I know, the people that invited me. But I did not say goodbye to the rather large Norwegian girl, who was nice to talk to. But I realized, my conversations, especially when they told me they were going to Auschwitz tomorrow, have I been there? And I just gave my thoughts. It became rather, not so much awkward, not so much weird. Fuck, I'm smelling something burning over here, man. What is burning? Somebody burning plastic, or is it my car? The fuck? That pisses me off, man. That pisses me off. Fuck. Something's burning. I don't think it's my car, man. I hope it's not my car. Something electrical. That's not hot. Is this light hot? Anyhow, folks, I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm kind of rambling. But I just left and I just went to get something to eat real quick. And I'm headed home. So, I just want to say, be yourself. No matter what you do, just be yourself. Yeah, you might play close to the vest for certain things, but I think it would be better to say, I'd rather not discuss that right now versus actually lying. I don't know you well enough to discuss that. It might be a better approach rather than lying. Why lie? Just don't get involved in that sort of information or that area or something like that. I don't know. All right, folks, this is Holy Joe Rock and Roll. I'm reminding you to always make it happen for the captain, because you're the captain. And I'm adding a new tagline. I was asked to add, my last live stream on the weekend, I said, if you see evil, say something about it. Shut that shit down. Because the only reason that evil persists is because good people don't say something. All right, it's either right or wrong, good or evil. You can make a judgment. You can make a value decision on shit that's good or evil. You have to. Some of these people say, "Oh, let God judge." I'm not here to judge. Let God do that. Yeah, ultimately God will judge, but things are either good or bad. Right or wrong, good or evil, right? Things are either right or wrong, good or evil. And when you see evil in this world, say something. Shut that shit down. All right? I'm Holy Joe Rock and Roll. I'm just reminding you that you're not alone, and reminding you to make it happen for the captain, because you're the captain.